this is a new video showing you what's going on this year. So you can see we've got all the kits ready to go for each of the 21 locations this year, actually 22 with First State. What I'm going to do is kind of walk through what's in each kit so that you know what's going on. Each kit will have 6 of these bags, these luminary bags in it. It will have 6 of these bases. So a base will go in each of the bags in different ways. It will have 6 of these votive candles that are smaller, and you just have to switch on the on-off button on the underneath side. And then 2 of these light boxes, which are bigger and put off a bit more light. And again, you just switch them on the bottom. There's a timer option. Don't use that. Use the on option. And then 2 of these branches that will be in the box. And again, they have just an on-off switch. So I'm going to show you exactly what you're going to do with each of those. The point is to give you several different luminary right outside your door so that you can show people where to come in. You can either, my suggestion would be to put them against the building leading up to your door, kind of like a directional, hey, here's the door. In some instances, depending on what your sidewalk setup is, you might be able to stick them out further into the sidewalk, but we don't want to put them in the middle of the sidewalk where people will walk, or they're going to get damaged and or people will trip over them. So you do what works best for your business, but that's the thought process behind them. So 2 of the bags will have 2 of these votives in them with the base. So you'll just put the base in the bag, put the 2 votives in, and then about 4:30, turn everything on that I'm going to show you. And again, it's just one switch on. These are a little harder to switch on, so don't be shocked by that. You've got to kind of use a bit of force. Not that they're hard, just harder than the other ones. They're not a natural quick flip. So don't be shocked by that. But they will provide less light than some of the other options, but they are something. And so there'll be 2 votives in 2 of the bags with the base. And then 2 of the bags will have just 1 of these. And as I said, it's a little bit more light than the votives are. You can kind of see that. So 2 of your bags will have just this in it. And then the last 2 bags will have a branch and a votive in it. So what I've done here is wrap the branch base around the bottom, or excuse me, the branch bottom around the base that will be in the bag, and give yourself as much height as you can with that branch and spread out the branch arms, and then put the switch on top to make your life easier later. And then you'll just put it in the bag so that you can, then it's easier to just switch on later. And then you'll put 1 votive in with the branches as well to give the bottom a little bit of light. So that's the story. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to holler. So the timing, today at 3 o'clock, Callie McFarland and her daughter AJ and myself will be going around and trying to deliver as many of these as we can. If you're not there, we will have them back and available in alphabetical order the way they are now. We might be able to get them to you on Thanksgiving Day, depending on the timing of that. So I just need to know what you're thinking if you want me to try to do that. The more realistic option is on Friday. They'll be available here in the lobby until 3 p.m. and they'll be in alphabetical order. They have your names on them in addition to a label that describes exactly what's in there. So the label says the kit contains 6 bags, 6 bases, 6 votives, 2 branches, and 2 light boxes. And the point of that is so that you can make sure you've got everything in the box when you're finished with it for us to pick up. Again, they have your name on them, and they'll be in alphabetical order stacked up. So you can find yours and take it. I ask that you do that because it helps me know who doesn't have their box yet. But it's unrealistic of me to say that I can deliver them on Friday when I'm also trying to set up at First State and pick up glasses and do all the other things that have to be done at the pickup site. Um, so I ask that if you're not at your store this afternoon, or your storefront from 3 to about 4, that you talk to me about other arrangements and we figure out the best way to get these to you. But understand that delivery may no longer be an option on Friday. So you may have to come here and grab them. That's about it. If there's any questions, I hope that you'll reach out. I'm going to give you my cell number. It's 217-369-7853. That was also in the email that I sent you. Please use it if you have a question or a concern. Have a great Thanksgiving. Have a great Reds. I'll look forward to seeing you guys when I run around and try to grab pictures.
Of course, I forgot to tell you guys something. So at the end of the night, around 8:30, 8:15, 8:30, somewhere in there, it would be great if you could each go gather all of the luminary items, put them back into the box that we left with you, and put those outside your front door so that the folks volunteering, that would be me and my husband, can come around and grab as many of those as possible, because we basically set them out in my garage and dry as much of it off as we possibly can all Thanksgiving Day. So if you can do that, it's much appreciated. If you can't get to that by that, it's normally 8:30 to 9 before we actually pick them up, then just pick everything up, put it back in the box. And then Sunday, I will likely be in the office working on Lunch with Santa and the parade, and then also all next week. So you could reach out and we can figure out the best way for us to obtain those items, so that we can get them dried out, cleaned up, all that good stuff. Thanks so much.